What have I learned by both studying and, to some extent, also participating in some of the reform efforts? The first thing I've learned is don't try to do too much. Every attempt to do a sweeping reform since the Great Divorce in 1876 has been a failure. In the 1920s, the city, regretting the fact that it divorced itself from the county, wanted to get back together, but it wanted to get back together on its terms. That didn't work. They tried a statewide motion or amendment to the Constitution in 1930 to establish a metropolitan district, again on favorable terms, more favorable terms to the city, did not work. Attempts in the 1950s, late 50s, early 1960s, the latter, the Borough Plan, did not work. And in a final attempt was more behind closed doors, although Gene was behind those closed doors. Much discussion of it in the 1980s. Again, it didn't even get to the public attention because it was seen as having too many problems. What did happen, what has happened, is if you go in smaller pieces. The metaphor that I'm most fond of using is don't get married, just date a little, okay? And we have been dating for the past 50 years, and we don't give ourselves credit for as many of those dates that have worked out well. We have a metropolitan sewer district. We have a single community college district. We have the Zoo Museum district. On Gene's watch in the 1980s, we put the convention and tourism operations together. We established a regional arts commission. So we have done quite a few things to do things together when it made sense to do them together. Are there still additional things that should be on that list? Yes, and I think we can get into some of those tonight. But I would suggest strongly that we should work on them one at a time rather than talking about the city re-entering the county. Even though that's not quite as sweeping as some of the others, I think it's a step that is not feasible and will not create enough positive momentum as one that, as I say, gets it at one function at a time.